There's a couple of people who couldn't be here tonight because there was an election last night and they were up all night. But anyway, I'll go through. If there is anyone from these organisations, I'll make the announcement. You can come out and receive your citation. The Barnet Person of the Year is Rabbi Jeffrey Newman. Now, Jeffrey made headlines because he was arrested at an Extinction Rebellion sit-in. And Jeffrey's about, I don't know, I think he's about 80, but basically he got carted off by 6 policemen and put in a van. And anyone who's prepared to put themselves in the line of fire for his beliefs and for the planet, I think, deserves to be the Barnet Person of the Year. So, Rabbi Jeffrey Newman is the Barnet Eye Person of the Year. Can we have a round of applause for him? Next up, we have our Charity of the Year. These guys, sadly, our society needs charities to ensure that the poorest citizens of the 5th richest country on the planet are fed. And the team at Colindale Food Bank work tirelessly and selflessly to do this. They do this all the time, every year. We're coming up to Christmas. If you've got a few tins, they're down on Grand Park Road. Please drop it into them, because there's a lot of people who rely on it. And, you know, a tin of me or, you know, the other things, have a look at their website. Please support these charities. So if there's anyone here from Colindale Food Bank, if you could come up and collect some. These guys really deserve it. Thank you so much. It's a real joy to be able to just recognise. Now, you probably don't have to be a rocket scientist to guess who's going to win this one. I'll tell you what the category. The local pub of the year. Is John around? Is John around, or anyone from the bars team?
Yeah, hi, sorry, John. He's not available at the moment.
Oh right, we've got his certificate. Do you want to accept it on his behalf? The Midlands Arms, the Midlands Hotel, they've always supported everything we've done. They're an amazing part of the community, and it's just so important. The pub is under threat. There's a developer who wants to knock it down. They bought the site. It's an asset of community value. You know, please sign up. See Rita dressed as Father Christmas. Sign up with her, because we have to support this. Now, the next up, this is something that's a real honour for me to present. This is the Barnet Eye Musician of the Year. Unfortunately, the person I'm going to present it to passed away a few weeks ago. But Barry Ainsworth, he was born in Liverpool. He started life as a TV engineer in the time of the Merseybeat boom. He came to London in 1964 and began his association with the London music industry as an engineer at Pye Studios. And he started recording bands like the Foundations, Long John Baldry, the Paper Dolls, Georgie Fame and the Kinks, to name a few. Then he moved on to head of sound at Delane Lee, and for the next 25 years saw him moving into the managerial and ownership role in various studios, including Command Studios, Psalm Studios, Mobile Studio, and he produced various other things, including working with Jonathan Miller on Rigoletto, the Bolshoi Theatre on Spartacus, and the Kirov Theatre at St. Petersburg, Giselle, Stevie Wonder, Bruce Springsteen, Queen, David Cassidy, Marlene Dietrich, Nancy Sinatra, Burt Bacharach and Barry Manilow. Now, if that isn't a great CV, who is? But the reason we wanted to give it to him is because for a long time he was associated with the East Barnet Festival. He ran the music stage there. He can't be here, unfortunately, but Anne can. Anne is his wife, and we're very honoured. So, Anne, if you could come up. I've got. Not only do we have a certificate here, we also, I've got the little write-up, and if you get a minute, just have a look at it, because it is such an amazing thing. Oh, right, okay. So we're going to have a few words on behalf of John.
Hi, good evening everyone. I'm Roisin and I became part of the A-team, as we call it, John's A-team, about 9 months ago. For 10 years I used to run an establishment in Maida Vale called the Carlton Tavern. It's very eerie. I actually met John through Katie and Liz and Saskia, because the individuals that owned this amazing establishment are the very people that bulldozed what I used to call my favourite pub in the whole world. I was there for 10 years. Anyway, that's beside the point. On behalf of John, there's so many people. I mean, this night, the vicars, the church, the community, what John has not unfolded and tried to do with the help of all ye guys, Rita, there's so many names, we'll be here all night. But on behalf of John, thank you so much for supporting him. And he, as they say, he's not leaving this building until it's over, and we're all going to support him all the way, but he wouldn't have been able to do that, and we're hoping that it's not going to close, so we need your support more than ever. And on behalf of John and all the team, thank you so much, and I know this is going to mean the absolute world to him, so go meet him all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Right, next up is our Sports Club of the Year. There's lots of great sports clubs in the Borough of Barnet. There's lots of people who put themselves out for young people, but there's only one that there's only one that I know about anyway, that run the community rugby projects for people of mixed ability, and that's Mill Hill Rugby Club. So I'd like to welcome Hugo from the Mill Hill Rugby Club up to receive the Community Rugby Club of the Year. They do great work. These guys are absolutely fantastic.
So a very quick thing, we appreciate the recognition so much, because so many amateur rugby clubs dying because they think it's just about rugby, when for us it's not. It's about the community as a whole, from old to young. You know, no matter who you are, a rugby club is welcome you. So come down to us just for a cup of tea, no matter what, for your health, for your mental health. You've got people to talk to, and I was going to say, it's well, we want to be a bigger place for the community. As you say, so many places, even like this place, are being threatened to shut down just because they say you're not valuable enough. So we've got big plans, we just need people to do it. Something I probably should have mentioned, I'm looking at you for a really good reason. We're mainly planning to extend and go up a level in our rugby club. We want to make a space for the community, be it yoga, be it spaces for a nursery, or music, live music for young people, older people, whatever, just for a Friday or a Saturday night to have a space to go, let's put up a music gig and get everyone involved. So that's the plan, just to let you know for the future that we're making involved, and say thank you for the recognition, and it's so appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Hugo. They are a great club, and I think they're a model, and you know, they deserve the recognition they get. The next up is the Community Award for the Community Event of the Year. Is anyone from the Grange team here? The Grange Centre in East Finchley, they run an open day, a mixed ability open day. They get bands, there's a great band always play called the Autistics, who are absolutely fantastic musicians. Julia was supposed to be down, but she texted me to say she'd been up all night at the count and she couldn't face the world, so you know, I'll have to buy her a cup of tea and give her the Grange, but it's a great thing. Keep an eye out for that, and next year when they do the Grange Open Day, check it out, it's great, it really is. The next award is the Community Activity Awards, and we're lucky in our community that we have some litter picking groups, and they basically, in Colindale and Mill Hill, there's groups of people that meet every Saturday, one Saturday a month, whatever. They go around, they just collect litter, and they clean our area. Is anyone here from Colindale, or do you want to come up, Herman? So I couldn't see you. You were obviously. Herman's from the Colindale group. He's collecting this on behalf of both. This guy, the work he's done, if you notice that any of the sort of parks and areas in Colindale look cleaner, it's because him and the people he's associated with do it. They're great. Do you want to say anything?
Well, yes. Hello everyone. Well, I have to thank to all the volunteers that help us every month on these events, and pretty much that we're trying to spread the word that we want to keep our streets and our parks clean, because we don't want to put the money to clean after us, right? So we want to put the money in something more interesting than cleaning the public spaces. So that's the goal, to keep spreading the word and to make people more aware about the impact of litter, the impact in contamination, etc. that can produce. So yeah, I think we are doing such a work. So far.
Hold on, guys. Right, just two more, then we can have some live music. The community campaign of the year. Now, I know the pub's got one award already, but this year this pub got listed as an asset of community value. That's an important thing, because it means it's a lot harder for developers to knock it down. And the community campaign, Dave and Rita, they've spent a lot of time on this, and if it isn't for people like Dave and Rita who put their time into these, have meetings, set up mailing lists, organise campaigns, we will lose these places. So Dave and Rita, I'd like you to come up and receive the Barnet Eye Midlands Hotel Community Campaign Award for the Barnet Community Campaign of the Year. And please make it worthwhile by signing. Do you want to say something, Dave?
I just want to say you can hear from here. Rita's been round with the forms for your email addresses. If you could fill them in. We're trying to get in touch with everybody, because we know the developers are going to come back on round two. The people already, because we know they're not giving up. So, thank you for this, Roger, but we need all the help we can get. So, tell all your friends. And we've got an email address for you. It's very easy. Gmail.
But don't worry, those who've given us emails, we'll send you an email tonight, tomorrow, before Christmas. And then just so that you have our email, in your, not in your spam box, hopefully, look there. And then the minute you get it, you know what's happening. Because basically, when an application comes in, we only have 3 weeks to say something. Otherwise, it's,
we need to be,
that deadline is gone.
We need to be quick off the mark when they come back from
Okay,
round.
thank you very much for signing, because it really helps. One email, you tell your friends, becomes 10 emails, you tell another friend, and then it gets bigger and bigger. That's how we did it last year, because we tried really hard to get one person interested, and then that person tells more people, and Roger has been plugging us on this long.
It's worth just pointing out that when the developers put the application in last year, we got 500 objections. 600, sorry, my maths has always been terrible. And that makes a difference. Councillors, this is a marginal ward, and it means that the councillors, if they know there's 600 people they're going to upset, it means they think they might lose their job at the next election. So it does matter, because, we elect councillors to represent the community. People don't always recognise that, and the best way you can make them work is to support campaigns where people put their time in, and this is a great campaign. There's lots of great campaigns in Barnet, but this is a really important one, because this is a space where we can do community things. We can raise awareness of the homeless project, rugby clubs, the food bank, all these things. We can only do that if we've got a space where we get to, and we can also hear great music from new artists. So, it's so important. Anyway,
Good.
the final awards, they said they couldn't come down tonight because they run a homeless shelter for people in Barnet who've got nowhere to sleep. It's Homeless Action Barnet's Night Shelter Project. The citation reads, with the return of long, cold, dark nights, the Homeless Project once again is keeping people on the fringes of our society safe and warm. Now, if you can't support that, what can you support? No one should have to sleep on the streets. So it's a really, really important thing, and we're proud to do it. Anyway, thank you for listening to me waffle for the last 20 minutes. It's always a pleasure to do this. It gives me great pride in our community that there's so many things. You know, there's probably about 50 things that we could have done awards for. And the ones we choose are the ones that we feel have made a really big difference in the last year to our community. So, you know, please support these guys. They do a lot of time. They put a lot of time into it. They're volunteers. They don't get paid anything. You know, once more, just round of applause to say thank you to all of them.